Dungeons in Hypixel Skyblock are incredibly fun, but most of the classes are really imbalanced. Archers consistently carry teams doing so much damage, tanks struggle to contribute offensively, and healers are pretty much just moral support classes in most floors. In this video, I'm going to look at realistic changes that could be made to each class to make them more effective in the game and more rewarding to play, while still keeping them unique. To start, I'm going to be talking about mages. They're powerful, but their low survivability is a major drawback. Like, this is real footage of a mage in F7 and how much damage they can do. To address this, mages will gain the bone plating, a defensive ability that blocks one hit with a 15-second cooldown that was originally for archers. This gives mages enough survivability to stay in the fight without making them too overpowered. I mean, did you see how much defense and HP Storm's armor gives? I mean, sure, Necron's armor gives slightly more defense, but most archers and berserkers are pretty far away from their enemies using short bows, but mages, they have to go into the fight. Anyways, our next class is none other than berserkers. Berserkers face an unusual problem. Their strongest damage setups often involve short bows such as the Terminator, which reduces the relevance of their melee identity. The proposed fix I propose is a passive ability giving melee weapons a damage increase of 10%. This encourages berserkers to use swords and axes instead of Terminators and Jujus, restoring the class's intended playstyle. Up next is the most loved class, healers. Healers can sometimes provide essential support, but their impact can feel limited. I mean, half the floors, they're just seen as moral support. So, I propose a new ability called Moral Support, which allows healers to grant buffs like a stat increase to their teammates within a certain range. This increases team damage and survivability, making healers a more engaging support role. This sounds a lot like Legion, but I think it'll only work for a specific part. So since archers specialize in damage, it'll boost archers' healing or defense. Same with berserkers. Mages specialize in abilities, so they'll probably also gain either healing or HP, but tanks, they specialize in health and defense, so they'll gain some offense. Or you could also have it like the other way around. Archers gain more damage, tanks gain more defense, and this would also make a lot of sense. But either way they go with it, I think that would be a pretty good change. And now tanks. Tanks are durable and are incredibly important for master mode, but one thing they do lack in a lot of is damage. So I propose a passive that grants 2 strength and 2 crit damage for every 100 defense. Now this may seem like a lot, but just a gold or chestplate gives nearly 300 defense, meaning you would get 6 strength and 6 crit damage, and that's outside of dungeons. Inside, your stats are boosted, and full set of gold ore, and say you're with an Astrea, you're going to be getting a lot of more damage and crit damage. So this would allow tanks to get some offense while not outclassing DPS roles, creating this more balanced experience. And now, lastly, the most overpowered class in all of Hypixel Skyblock, archers. Archers dominate damage output, which creates a huge imbalance. My proposed changes are removing bone plating and just giving it to the mages, because they need it more, and making it so that arrows that travel more than 15 blocks lose 5% damage, meaning you would have to have more strategic positioning. But to counteract these changes, I propose every 10th consecutive hit deals true damage, ignoring defense. So this would be especially useful during the dragons in M7. I think those ignoring the 2,500 defense they have would be critical every 10th hit. I'm not sure how many hits you get in, but with the Terminator, 3 hits every time, so it should only be like 4 times you have to hit it in order to activate it. So I think that's also a really, really nice change by balancing it in more damage and also kind of nerfing it. These dungeon changes aim to make Hypixel Skyblock more engaging and balanced. Mages gain survivability, Burrs regain their melee relevance, healers actually provide support in earlier dungeon floors, tanks can contribute to offense, and archers still have incredible damage with some limitations. Let me know how you would implement these changes and how they would affect your dungeon strategies.